it's really easy to get focused on things that happened in the past or to get concerned about how our dog will act when they see another dog on the street. So living in the moment is the first thing that we're really training on. When we look at our dogs, right? Another thing that dog trainers say is that our dogs are a window to our soul. If this is true, then maybe we could look at the dogs in our society and tell a lot about our society. We see that we are living in an age of anxiety. A lot of the dogs that come to me for training, they have anxiety problems. We're living in the age of reactivity, of poor manners, of low patience, of instant gratification. And the reason I could say that is because these are the things that we see that dogs have. That leads me to another thing. Most people who come to me, they have two reasons why they come to me. One reason is because they have problems with their dog, like we're just mentioning. The other reason is that because they have goals for their dog. Either way, the way that we change a dog's behavior, the way that we reach our goals is through our actions. It's through what we do every day. Any dog handler must study their actions. And if you study your actions, then you can learn how they affect the dog. And by changing our actions a little bit, we change the dog's behavior. So when a client comes to me, one of the things that they say is I know I need to be trained. And a lot of the times when I started out, even now, when people say that, it almost seems like they're saying to me, you're gonna tell me how to pronounce sit in a way that makes my dog do it. But that's not the way dog training works. That's not what I'm really trying to teach. I'm not trying to teach you how to pronounce words in a way that makes your dog do it. Instead, what we're working on is we're working on the same things that our multi-billion-dollar therapy industry and multi-billion-dollar self-help industry talk about. We have practical exercises to be able to build those skills. And that's how we change their behavior. So what are you talking about, Martin? One of the things that your therapist will tell you is that you need to be more aware of the moment. How are you feeling right now? That's important for dog training as well. Dogs live in the present moment. Next thing is our attention. The most valuable thing that we have is our attention. A lot of people think it's time, but time is passing anyway, but what we do with the time we have, where we put our attention, that is the value. It's not the actual time that is passing. Everybody's competing for your attention. I'm competing for your attention right now. All the commercials that you see are competing for your attention. Your dog is competing for your attention as well. The practice of dog training forces us every day to place our attention where it needs to go. And the more that we practice that, the easier it becomes. Attention is a big deal. Another thing is physical awareness. We're paying attention to what we're doing with our body. We're learning how to move in a way that we're able to repeat things the exact same way, how to stand a way that projects to the dog the right idea. We're working on our fine motor skills. We're working on our awareness of how the leash feels in our hand. We're paying attention to these things, and the more that we pay attention to them, the better our attention, the better our focus becomes. We're learning hand-eye coordination. As we're training dogs, we're moving, we're bending, we're flexing. We're developing our balance. We're learning how to set our feet. We're learning how to walk and remain in the moment, remain in time as it is. Another thing that we always work on that's very practical is our mental awareness. What we're thinking about, being able to set a goal, being able to schedule, to develop strategies and plans for success. Those are the things that we work on when we're working on our dog training. Our ability to have short-term goals and long-term goals, executing plans, scheduling, time management, grit, self-reliance, patience, inner strength, self-care, emotional control, all of these things, emotional intelligence, all of these things, we are practicing them day after day as we're training dogs. That's what we're training in when we're training with clients. Another thing is our ability to pay attention to others. to really read your dog's attention, to look at their body language and really bring that to the forefront of your mind so that when you're thinking, not only you're looking at their body language, but you're thinking, what does that mean? Reading a dog's body language is just like reading a person's body language. More than once, I will tell my client, yes, you were right. What you're thinking right there was exactly right. And the reason why I know what they're thinking is because their body told me what they're thinking. And as we practice this day after day, time after time, we start to just spread it out. So now when we're on the street, we're feeling empathy for people. We're seeing what they mean from their body language. And that's helping us too. It's helping us stay in the moment. It's helping us stay happier. And it's helping us to be able to get along well with others. So dog training is one of the best ways that we can improve our environment. It's one of the best ways that we can improve our society. As a dog trainer, I know that these skills have helped me over the years. The skills that I practice every day, those skills transcend to every form, every part of my life. I've become a more balanced person. I've become a person who has a better control of my own emotional well-being. Things that used to get me angry do not get me angry anymore. I no longer road rage. I have control over all these things because I learned how to control myself by working with the dog. Was it easy? No, it was not easy. And a lot of the times I had to do things, I had to delay gratification. I had to do things that I did not enjoy at first, so that way I could get the fruits of that labor. So I hope that this is encouraging. This is what we work on. When you say, I need training, Martin, this is what we're training. So until next time, I'm Martin Wright from Argos Dog Training. Click the link, like and subscribe, and enjoy your dog. Okay, so one of the things that dog trainers hear all the time, it's almost like clients are excited to tell us. What they like to say is I know, I need training too. Let's do that one more time. Let me be less of an asshole.